We are live. Boom. Yeah, this is interesting. There are 4 of us on tonight. It's a really exciting one. Yeah, the whole team. A full house, as they say in, I think, Bridge. I'm not sure what game that is.
Poker.
Right.
Poker. Surely poker.
Yeah, poker.
Is the obvious example.
That's it.
4 of a kind. Full house.
Yeah, all reds. Like our home kit. All reds, right? Yeah. I think whenever you listen to a commentary these days, it's always like, yeah, Luton playing in the red and black. It's quite.
There isn't any white and black, is there? Oh
no, yeah, no white kit, but we got a green kit. What do you guys think of that? Before we get onto that, get onto the meat of the evening. What do you guys think?
You said there was going to be some disagreements, didn't you?
Yeah, I love it.
So you love the green kit?
Yeah.
I think
it's decent.
Yeah,
it does.
It's great.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I think that it's about time that we had something a little bit different. I'm not necessarily saying the colour. I don't want to get that misconstrued. But when you look at the actual kit in isolation, you take away the whole hoo-ha about us having a white kit. I actually think it's a belting kit. I think that the detail in it is really something different that we haven't had in the past, and I think it's really good. I'll be buying one, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was thinking I wouldn't be getting any kit this season. When I heard it was a green kit, I was like, oh, yeah, grumble. Like I'm definitely not getting the home kit because I've seen it on a bunch of people. I saw it quite a lot in the airport when I was coming back from Greece as well. I was like, oh look, there are so many Luton fans here. What is going on?
They were Man United kits, Ollie.
No. They were definitely Luton kits, and the away kit. I don't like the away kit. Like all the arrows, going up, straight back up again. That's very on the nose, isn't it? But I like the green kit. I probably will get it just for the novelty, but no white kit it's not right. Like we've worn white every single year of our, minus the first year when I think we played in purple. Pretty much 39 years we've worn white, and now we don't.
If that away kit was white with like black arrows, that'd have been all right. I think I'm not so keen on the away kit. I agree with you. I think that the blue, it looks like a patch that's been sewn on. I don't like it, and I know that people would say that's the same for the green, but for me, it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more camouflaged. I think I can see Mark.
It's completely camouflaged. Can't see the players and the pitch. Yeah, I love it's personal preference, but I'm not that bothered about the fact this year that we don't have a white kit. Sorry, I'm not. I want us to play in white. Ollie, we've had this conversation before. I always see Luton Town's home colours as being white, but we change like the wind. If it's next season, I'm not going to get up in arms. Yeah, exactly. We're of an age to have that white kit with the blue sleeves and everything else. That's our sort of era. But I remember when we had that for our home kit and my dad being up in arms about it being black and white. It should be black and white, navy and white. It shouldn't be all of these, that colour blue. So it's always been that the whole time. Like, can you guys remember the away kit when we were in our second season back in the Championship with Mike Newell, and we'd sold all our players by this point? The one that made you look like you were working on the motorway later after the kickoff. What was the Electrolux one? That second one.
It was the black and
itself.
It was black,
full
and white,
orange.
Right?
No, that was the first season. The orange one.
That was beautiful.
That one that burnt your retinas. That orange, that particular color of orange. You can't mistake it.
We had a bright orange goalkeeper kit when we were sponsored by Sanyong, and that was like proper orange.
Similar kind of kit. So yeah,
it had the little. Did it have the black spots on the sleeve? Didn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Pure orange. Yeah,
it was.
That was beautiful.
So orange.
Electrolux, right? That was amazing.
I've got it in the wardrobe. Yeah.
The first season kit, the white and the black one's great. But anyway, look, for me, it's just personal preference. I don't like the green one, but I'm not mortally offended by it like some people are. So fine. I think this the badge in the middle on the patch just upsets me slightly, as Phil's already alluded to on all of those two kits, or both those kits rather.
This has been a wonderful preamble. Welcome to the Kit Critique podcast. It'd be remiss of me. Yeah, it'd be remiss of me not to. It's recycled. It's made of pure fatbergs. Right, it'd be remiss of me not to introduce everyone that's on the screen. If you watch the Brickies pod, you'll know Phill. We got Phill, bottom left. We got Wedge, bottom right. We got Ryman, who you'll recognise his mug. He's with me on the fan phone-ins. He's top right, and then yours truly, Ollie K, top left. And hello to everyone in the chat. I can see loads of people tuning in, loads of people watching and getting in touch with the chat. So hi Tyler, good to see a full panel. Looked in the club shop yesterday and it grew on me. Plus green is a one-off. It is a one-off, isn't it? It's really growing on me. It's like that song by the darkness. Yeah, exactly. Except it's not about genital herpes. It's about recycled kits. Hi to when the Luton Town. I get confused between all these different things. So there's when the Hatters, when the Town, when the Luton Town. I can't keep my head straight about all these. But hello, nonetheless, hello, and thank you for joining in. Matthew Byro, the blue is too light on the away kit. I can see that, yeah. But it's mainly about the travesty of the centralized patch. It's not even centralized with reflow as well. Just I don't know how that type of stuff passed quality control, but we're not about just critiquing kits because there was a game last night, wasn't there? The old LDV vans that we all remember so fondly.
Johnston's paint is what you mean to say?
Yeah, well, for me, it will always be the vans. It will always be the vans.
We were sponsored by Carbrini.
It's the Claude Napka. It's the Claude Napka Lob Trophy. That's exactly what it is, right?
Oh, that was a day, wasn't it? That was a hell of a day. So I think there are some disagreements. We already discussed this before we went live. To recap, it was Barnet came to Kenilworth Road. We won 4-1, and it was quite comfortable in the first half. Second half, bit of a different story. Get your thoughts in the comments how you felt it went. Personally, I was pretty happy with it. I thought it was comfortable and we could take our foot off the gas, and then we let Barnet go at us. Obviously, they got a proper bollocking at half time. Wedge, what are your thoughts about the game?
Yeah, I thought. I mean, firstly, we were playing Barnet, so
Dean Brennan's a hell of a manager.
I know, but you look at how they started the season. I think they may have picked up maybe 1 point in their first 5-6 games. So I think we started off in the first half how I expect us to play against them. We had a lot of the ball, and the goals that we scored were good moves. Especially the first goal when Zach Nelson, Yates dropped deep for it, played it on the ground, and then the ball through to Kadua, crossed over. Good. That's a good footballing move. And it's all been a bit doom and gloom this season so far, I think, because the performance hasn't been brilliant. And I just thought 3-0 at half time, there's a real, opportunity to go and get 5-6 goals. And the crowd and the people watching at home will be thinking, that's how you play that game. That's how you play against a team like Barnet. And I just thought it's a missed opportunity in that second half. We ended up playing with Millie Ali up as our number 9, and it just all becomes so disjointed. But
it was pretty negative. When the changes happened. I agree with that.
So I thought it was a bit of a missed opportunity. We're not going to be playing for another week and a half, 2 weeks, is it now? And I'm still I'm really against this formation, and you play that formation against Cardiff. It's not going to work. So I thought
against better teams. Yeah. Against better teams, it might not work. But but Bloomfield did allude to in the BBC interview. I don't know if you guys caught that interview. It's far better than the club in-house propaganda. So they actually asked proper questions, and he alluded to the fact that it's an evolving formation. Thoughts on that? Pile in, guys.
Well, I'll add my 2 pence quickly. Yeah, I did. I watched it. I think, look, in terms of, I get what Wedge is saying. Second half, definitely nowhere near as entertaining as the first. I would see this as a cup game, but it's a cup game where you've got to experiment and try things out. We had kids on the come on as well. Our two youth players that are out on loan at the moment that came back for this game, which was quite interesting as well in Phillips, and they were on the bench. They came on in the second half as well. It's a time to be getting embedding players in and getting some minutes, and so it's always going to be a bit disjointed for me for that reason. And as Ollie said, I think Barnet were always going to come out. I think, yeah, we controlled the game despite the fact that we didn't really create anything in the second half. And you've got, of course, the massive positive in that second half of Shaden Morris as well. And just, yeah, for the last two games too, despite, I get what you're saying about the formation not working, and I'm an advocate of the four at the back, but there is one way in which this formation can work for me, and that is the man of the match for the last two games, Zach Nelson. If Zach Nelson plays like that, I don't care who we're playing against. I think we can link up the play a lot better than we've done in previous games. I really do. In the first half, he was just controlling everything. He absolutely was fantastic.
I remember a certain thing that one Phill said about Zach Nelson. I don't know if you remember it, Phill.
I said he's a League One player.
Be right at home then.
Yeah.
But he can grow. He's only 20, isn't he? Well, Phill, what were your takes on Zach Nelson and last night?
I thought he played well. I thought that he stitched together some sorts of play. I didn't think that he ran the game. I didn't think that he was that good. If I'm honest with you, I thought that Walsh was the metronome that ran it, and then basically when the ball went out wide, that was when stuff happened. So I would personally pick out Kadua as the main player for me yesterday. I thought that he was absolutely stunning. I thought that you couldn't get the ball off of him. I thought that he took on people for fun. He's strong. He's got pace. He's clever with the ball. And the amount of crosses that he put in that weren't tucked away was something that's really quite positive for us to work on. I think that I was impressed by the fact that I was impressed because I understand it from a striker's from striker's perspective, that they want to score goals, they want to get on the team sheet. Yates and Nordos were a little bit greedy at certain points where they took stuff on, but like I say, we had our chat on WhatsApp, didn't we? You want that. You want your strikers to be a bit greedy. You want them to get on the scoreline. You want them to build that confidence. So I'm not going to sit here and have a dig at them for that. Not by a long stretch. But it was I was excited by how much pace we've got, not only in the starting lineup, but what we can bring off the bench. Like, if you think about it, you've got Kadua. If he starts at wing back, great. You've then got Morris, who's equally as fast, if not even faster, on the same side. You've got Millie Ali over the other side. And like I say, we've got pace. Finally, we've got some pace, like bursting at the seams. And that's before you start talking about, we haven't seen the likes of Gabode yet. We haven't seen Al Hamadi yet. You know what I mean? There are other players that will frighten opposition. I think that when it comes to the transfer window, I'll be honest with you, I was really worried. I think I sent you guys some voice notes about just when we were just losing defenders left, right, and centre. I still do worry about that, by the way. That's not a worry that's disappeared because of a 4-1 win against Barnet in a Virtu Cup. You know, I still have those serious concerns. But attacking wise, I was really enthused by yesterday. I thought it was really good, and I don't want it to come across like I'm anti Zach Nelson. By the way, like I said my comments a while ago, and I take on board what Mark said. I just didn't.
He was young. He was young when you made the comments. He was like 19. He'd played a handful of games.
Yeah, I mean, he did a wonderful bit of skill on the wing yesterday, where he wriggled out of a situation and arguably could have got a penalty. He, like I say, he played that ball on the inside. So there were a couple of moments where I thought absolutely brilliant. Don't get me wrong, I'm not anti Zach Nelson's performance yesterday. For me, he just didn't stand out as much as some of those guys that were on the wing for me.
I get that. I think the reason why he stands out for me, and he did against Burton as well, is unlike where we've been in the past. And I like Walsh, but he's sometimes guilty of this as well. Zach Nelson's always looking to go forward and always looking to push forward rather than that sideways and backwards that we've had. No, we know that Walsh on his day is brilliant and can spray those passes about. And I agree with you that the metronome element of it is really important too. But having someone just there, and even Clark, I would argue, at times over the last 12 to 18 months, and we all love Clicker, has been negative. He's got the ball and he's passed it backwards and looked a little bit tentative instead of what we're used to seeing. So it's good to have that, particularly. And if you're playing a 5-3-2 and you need that from your midfielders so you can push it up the pitch and get those wing backs as wingers. And I think that was key to really what I was saying. But yeah, absolutely. Attacking wise, by the way, how quick is Shaden Morris? I think he's quicker than old Bene. That's my early assessment.
Ooh.
I think he might be quicker than old
beat
Bene.
a man as well. He can beat a man.
Yeah.
We've had pace before,
Ogbene
but
did that.
we've never had the bravery to actually take players on. Like you think about Ogbene, he'd get the ball, he'd run, and then he'd kind of stop. Not very
Other
often
than
did he
Dan
actually
Burn.
try.
I was going to say that
Dan
one
Burn.
game
Exactly.
against
That
Dan
one
Burn is
game.
the only person he's roasted.
And I find
George
Izzy
Jones
Jones as well. Like Izzy Jones, he was very much like Ogbene 2.0. He's got the pace, but did he often actually have the bravery to take his man on? So if we've got Morris here, and he does, if all in his mind and all he's been told to do is get the ball, beat your man, he'll be beating his man 9 times out of 10. And I hope that's how he uses him.
There was
off
something
the
that
bench.
stood out in the game. Yeah, maybe off the bench. Something that stood out in the game that was completely like a non-important event. But it was towards the end. We had a corner and it was really overhit. I don't know whether it was the ball that came back in from the corner. I don't know if you remember this. Shaden Morris ran the width of the pitch in about 2 seconds flat. Got the ball.
Like
I was just expecting it out of play, and suddenly he's got it and he brings it back in. Unreal. Yeah,
I like that
exciting.
hunger from him. Like as soon as he won the penalty, you saw him just going.
I want it. Yeah.
And good of Ali to give it to him. Like imagine scoring on your debut. Like I think it's nice. It's a nice fuzzy feeling, and he's managed to step up. Sure, we were playing League Two, but he's managed to step up from the Scottish Premiership to League One football. Absolutely fine as well. I was kind of worried, but he seems fine. He's got the physical attributes for it.
I think I said
That's my dig at Scottish football
night.
done.
I think I said to you guys last night, and I think unfortunately for me, I felt really clever about it, and then the Sky commentator said it about a minute later. But he looks like Raheem Sterling, doesn't he? He's got that body shape and that sort of fast, fleet of foot. But he can beat a man as well. So hopefully we've got an upgrade on Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, well, to be honest, that's not difficult right now. I think Raheem's career is kind of stagnating. It's all right when you're on a
London club, isn't he? I'm sure.
Exactly, he's just doing a tour. He's just going like West London, East London, South London. He's just going around. So maybe Nathan Jones will pick him up, take him to the valley.
He's never played for Luton. Nathan Jones won't be interested in that, will he?
What do you think? Did you see Lockyer's Instagram post saying where he misses this feeling, and it's him celebrating scoring for Cheltenham? You seen that?
He did. He did one just now as well today. Him in a Wales shirt.
Right.
I don't think right now. He's on a monthly rolling contract with Luton Town. However, because of because McGuinness has gone, Holmes has gone. Yay! Who else left on deadline day?
They were the only defenders, weren't they?
They were the only defenders. Yeah, Mengi. We thought Mengi was going to go. When the defensive injury crisis happens, like right now, I'll read out our central defenders: Hakima Dauphin, Cal Naismith, Mads Anderson, Ted Mengi, Nigel Longwick, Chris Makosso. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
What right backs and left backs have we got on your list?
We've got Walters. That's it. We've got Walters and we got Cohen Bramall, who I was impressed with yesterday, Cohen Bramall, and I mean he capped it off with a absolute peach of a free kick as well. Yeah, it was decent.
How long's JJ out for?
He's back in November.
November, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Izzy Jones, we're thinking probably December, late December time, close to Christmas now, when they said 8 weeks from whenever it was. I can't remember now. Yeah.
Well, there'll always be injuries. Like as soon as someone gets back from injury, another person's going to get injured. And I reckon Lockyer's going to do his games. And I think if we're in a bind for defenders, we'll probably sign him up, won't we? He's still listed on the first team page.
Yeah, it's
If
mad.
anyone's noticed it, yeah.
I noticed it on FootMob when I was looking at the sort of squad depth, when knowing what it was like after the transfer window. And I love Tom Lockyer. I've said this before on our various different shows. I love him. I love him as a bloke. I think he's a properly top guy, and I think that when he was playing for us, the way that he carried us through that sort of promotion season at the back end, chipping in with goals, that header against Sunderland, the guy's an absolute legend of the club. I just don't want to see him play for us again. It sounds awful saying that, but I watched this geezer collapse once. I watched him die once in person. It was not nice. And I get it. Everyone's got a right to have a career. He's got a family to provide for. Like, I get it. But I don't know. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. And people will probably say, "Oh, like, grow up. It's not your decision." Of course, it's not my decision. If he plays, I will cheer him on like the rest of them. I'll cheer him home. It'll be an unbelievable feel-good factor to see him back in a Luton shirt if it does come to fruition. But I'll every time he goes on the pitch, I'll be cacking it. Just because it's happened. It's not just happened once. It's happened twice. It's like, oh, please, Tom, please. but
it'd be
that's
nervous.
a personal thing.
No, I think it'll be nervous for a lot of people, mate. I don't think it's just you. I think I was at Wembley. I wasn't at Bournemouth, and I'm very happy. I wasn't and envied that personally. But I think a lot of people will feel like that for if he comes back. I think it'll be a very popular thing to see him back. It'll be a very emotional return. There'll be a lot of good feeling about it, definitely, and and it'll help the whole club and team's morale. But yeah, from a purely footballing point of view, there will be nerves about it happening. Of course there will be, because as you say, we've seen it happen twice in the space of 12 months, and obviously the second time he a full-on cardiac arrest. It's
worst thing I've ever seen in real life. Like that might seem like a sheltered thing to say, but I'm sorry, but seeing someone pass away in front of your own eyes, no more than about 40 yards away, was absolutely harrowing. It was the most haunting, weird experience I've ever had at a football ground. And yeah, it's awful. I don't ever want to have that again, and I hope that he's got the right things obviously in place to stop that happening. You'd like to think that he's making a sound decision. I don't know. I love him, and I don't want his legacy to be ruined either. I just think that he's an absolute sort of footballing sort of elite for Luton Town in our recent history. And like I say, I don't know. I'm waffling on a little bit, but I love the guy. I would love to see him in a coaching role. I'd love to see him at the club doing something just with a slightly different perspective. That's all.
I think he'd be better in a coaching role than punditry, because I don't really rate his punditry. Personally, I think from a purely footballing point of view, not talking about the type of guy he is, I think he'd lose his edge. If you've had the issues he's had 2 ankle surgeries as well. You're going to lose your edge, I've had multiple surgeries. I can't do the same stuff I used to do. Certainly can't. But getting back, the last thing we'll talk about last night's game before we head on to talking about the transfer window as well. Can I get from each of you, and in the comments, I see a few of you have already done it, get in your player of the match, and I'll read them all out. I see Kate's putting them up on the screen, but it'd be good. Get your player of the match in, and I'll go round. Ryman, who is your player of the match?
Well, I said it already, so I'm going to stick with Zach Nelson for me.
Yeah. Phill?
Kadua by a mile for me.
Well, he's that fast. Wedge.
Kadua or Nordos. I'd probably go Kadua as well. I think Nordos close behind. You can see that he's got his confidence now. He's had a run in the team, and he looks like he's really hungry. But I think Kadua just caused too many problems for Barnet.
The selfish strikers, like Phill touched upon them, they were and we discussed it last night in our WhatsApp group. They were incredibly selfish. Like, fair play to them. You want that, and I don't care if Yates and Nordos don't like each other, as long as they both bag goals. Who cares? For me, it's between Kadua and Shaden Morris. Like, I love that. It's just a shame they both play in the same position, really. Right, some players of the matches: Colin Rogers, Shaden Morris looked good, really quick. Yeah. Simon, Ollie, you're not on holiday anymore. Get a Luton shirt on. This is my homage to Pelly Ruddock. He's worn a similar shirt. Matthew Byro, for me, the biggest positive were Chigozie and Nelson. We didn't even mention Chigozie.
Solid,
Like,
wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, he did well.
yeah. Maybe
I
we
mean,
won't
when
need
he
to
played
re-sign
against
Lockyer.
Coventry, he looked good against Coventry as well. So,
And that's the thing,
He
we haven't included him in that countdown.
We've not included him, no.
Back.
No.
Like I say, if you keep putting in solid performances like that, then we'll have you all day long. Absolutely.
mm-hmm.
And I think he was playing on the right or the left. Who was playing on the left last night? On the left was Longwick. So yeah, Makoso was in the middle. So Longwick was on the left, which is still weird because he's right-footed.
Yeah,
The lack of
inverted centre backs.
Utter woke nonsense, they say. Yeah, I like Chigozie. He's a good athlete as well. And is he one of our own? I don't know. I don't think he's from Luton, but there aren't many Luton
I thought he
boys.
come up through the youth, didn't he?
Come up through the youth, but I don't think he's. I don't think he's born and bred Luton. There aren't that many, to be honest.
Right. Ollie's going through family history now. Right, okay. You have to have your great granddad born between Harpenden and Luton, otherwise it doesn't.
Well, that's very rich. That's very rich coming from me. Although my dad was born in Luton,
I'm not meant.
So, yeah, but where I live now, behind
Not
the
mentioned.
lines. Right, Naismith becoming a concern. Oh yeah, that's an interesting point, isn't it? He's not so. Naismith is not so. No, Longwick came on. He played left wing back, didn't he? Yeah, Naismith started left centre back.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but Naismith is 33. But it's good that we got like young blood coming through anyway. I don't think Naismith is going to be. He's not going to be so vital this season. I don't know what your thoughts on that. Like he got dropped in the last game, though.
I am a bit concerned about his form. Actually, I'll be honest. And I found it. I mentioned this in our post match with Burton. I found it odd, particularly in the lineup was announced that we dropped Naismith, which I'm absolutely fine with because I didn't think he had a good couple of games, but then still played a back three, which we played exclusively for Cal Naismith, seemingly. I'm slightly worried because he's the captain, and I know there's no onus on playing the captain every game, etc. I'm slightly worried. Then it goes to Clark. That's the problem for me. Where's the leader on the pitch? I don't think Clark is a captain. I really like him, but that's the other issue with doing that as well.
The problem we have as well is that now McGuinness is gone. You look who's lining up alongside Naismith as a back three. They're all so young and so inexperienced that he needs to be on the pitch and he needs to, take another step up because I think it's going to fall on him a lot, especially, defensively because McGuinness was, although also young, had much more experience and he looked quite commanding and calm at the back. And now we've got Makoso, who's played just over half a season, and Anderson, who's always injured. And then
he looks about 40, though.
Right. Yeah.
He looks about 40 with the shaved head.
With his new hairstyle, yeah, he does.
Yeah.
But he also looks like you wouldn't want to meet him down a dark alley, would you? Because he would knock you about with it.
He's so big as well.
He's proved it already, isn't he? He's already punched someone this season.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
Did you notice
lit football pitch?
did you notice when the Barnet player went into him and he gave it the whole my ankle, and then as soon as he just popped up and just walked off as if nothing had happened. What a shithouse.
Yeah.
I think Bloomfield's a bit of a shithouse, actually. I think he encourages it. I really do. I think he's
good.
He's played under Ainsworth at Wickham. Exactly. There you go. Of course he is. So we're going to do that a lot. As long as we don't just kick it out for a throw-in for 20 minutes every single game. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's frankly amazing, to be honest, because he is one of Ainsworth's acolytes to some degree, isn't he? And we actually play decent football. I know it was only Barnet, but we try and play football. It's not oofball, so it's not so bad. Right. I'll read out some of these other comments, and then we'll talk about the outgoings and the incomings. I think because there's a lot to get through, 12 signings. So T-Boys could do a quality performance again. Yeah, he's ridiculous, isn't he? I hope we do sign him. Could do it. Yep. Phil Clark, Kudua, Matthew Byroe, Nordas 2-2. It's happening. I know someone that's put a significant bet on Nordos being the top scorer in League One. Won't say who that is. I hope it comes off. That would be absolute jokes, wouldn't it? He's got a touch of the Shawomneys, hasn't he? B Hatter also says Nordos. Sorry, I'll get there eventually. By the end of the season, I'll be pronouncing his name right. He's got a touch of the
Ignore the A,
Shawomneys.
and it's just a little O at the top of the A. That's what you need to focus on.
Yeah, I've got to train.
I need to know the odds on him.
I don't know. I'll tell you afterwards who it was, and then you can ask him. But I think they were quite long. He called it an outlandish bet of the season. Not that we're condoning betting, but yeah, I'd love it if Nordos became top goal scorer. That'd be tremendous. But yeah, I was saying,
If he gets double figures, that would be pretty impressive, wouldn't it?
It would go some way to paying back the the fee that everyone points to. I don't care because I'm happy with us spending money. I don't like it when we spend money really badly. And to be honest, I think Nordos would probably be one of the first players that we've signed over the amount of 1.5 mil who hasn't been completely crap.
I'd say Easy Jones is good when he's fit. He costs 5 mil.
Yeah.
He cost 3, I thought. Did he cost 5?
It was 5. So.
Pretty much everyone in that.
Rising to 5. Rising.
It was over. It was over 1.5 million, which was your point. So
yeah,
I would say that I liked Izzy Jones. I think that he plays with a smile on his face. I think he's a dangerous player. So I'd like to see more of him though. That's
more than Kandua, more than Shaden Morris.
Not necessarily. I didn't say that.
Can we play all three of them?
I just like to have him fit. I just like to have him fit.
Play all 3 of them at the same time.
Yeah. You can
just roast people on the right hand side.
Yeah, pass it that way. That way.
There's no one to cross it into.
Yeah.
just queuing up on the right hand side. That's it.
That'd be fantastic. It'd be like a rugby formation, but instead of passing it backwards, or you could pass it backwards, I guess. You just like have them all line up and just. Well, pass it backwards and have the other person like roast the other person, just run in a line like, all right, boys, flying V for those who like the Mighty Ducks. Now, really aging myself, aren't I? 90s kids. Right. Will Foster has said Chigozie is our first Spanish-born player. This is Will who. Pretty much is one of the driving forces behind Hatters Heritage. Like all the stuff you see on Twitter from Hatters Heritage, all the amazing stats, they are from Will. Did you know that? Chigozie, our first Spanish-born player. Yeah. Tremendous. But so he wasn't born in Luton, so, No, I'm kidding. He's not. It might be through the Luton Academy. I'm not sure. There you go. Commentator said Chigozie has been at Luton since he was 8. Thank you, Steve. More.
Good enough.
Appreciate that.
That's good enough.
Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, there you go. He passes the test.
Bread and bread. Double bread.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So transfer ins and outs. So should we do incomings or outgoings first? Because
are we starting from the very beginning of the window or just deadline day?
Well, okay. So Tahith Chong, are you guys all happy he's gone? Yeah. Bye. Yeah. Bye, Tahith. It's quite.
Do we know
funny,
what
Sheffield
we got for
United.
him, or was it undisclosed?
To be honest,
it was
undisclosed. I'd take a baked potato for Tahith Chong.
I'd have paid Sheffield United to take him. They will pay. They will pay dearly for some of their signings as well, especially if they keep that manager as well. He is a agent of doom. Sellers. He's going to curse him. Well, do you?
I like Sellers, but to be honest, I don't think McGuinness is as good as like Bloomfield's build him up to be. But he had some nice words to say about McGuinness. Some nice words to say about. Well, he said nothing about Tahith Chong. Obviously, really doesn't give 2 hoots about him. But McGuinness, he had some lovely words to say about him. But I just feel McGuinness, he's a good defender. He just doesn't have the athleticism. He sort of goes around like Lurch from the Adams Family a little bit.
Imagine being a Blades fan right now. Like you've just missed out on going up, and then you buy 2 players from Luton Town who got relegated in successive seasons. They must be thinking, what the bloody hell is going on with our recruitment? You know, if we're sitting here questioning and making comments about our recruitment, those guys must be thinking, bloody hell, what are we up to?
They got Ogbene too. That's 2 relegations in the past
they
season.
have. You're right.
Ogbene, yeah, I was going to say Ogbene.
Just loading up their squad with relegation players. That sort of bleeds through. It's like letting water stand on your floorboards. Eventually, you'll just get in, won't it? And just warp everything, warp the foundations. But Sheffield United, they'll sack their manager before it gets too bad. You know, no, they're not mugs like us. You know,
no, they're still a point less off than Sheffield Wednesday. And look at the state Sheffield Wednesday are in. So
I think
not had a good start, have they?
Yeah, I think Sheffield United fans weren't pleased with the Sellers appointment in the first place. So, unlike with Edwards coming down from the Premier League, he still had quite a lot of grace from the Luton fans, particularly at the start of that season. I don't think they were having him from day one. So, yeah,
Edwards unbeaten. Edwards currently unbeaten.
100%, not just unbeaten, 100% in the league at least, right? 12 points.
I hate it.
I know you'd say that.
I can't stand it. I just want to see the guy fail. To be honest, I think it will come. You know, the players are going to be so unfit. They're going to be, you know, coughing up blood by Christmas. Well, isn't he? Yeah, Zaz is gone. He's important, but they've spent a lot of money. I think they spent like 19 mil. Maybe that's the answer. Maybe that's why Edwards failed in the Championship at Luton, because we didn't spend any money.
It's certainly fair that we had a terrible transfer window and a terrible January before it as well, which you know that definitely didn't help. And as we we'll go back to it, but all the Tom Lockyer stuff as well definitely had an impact. But yeah, he's fine when things are going well. If things turn, I see things turn badly. That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
I saw a thing earlier today saying that Amorim for Man United still only got his job because he's really good in the press conference and he's a handsome looking chap. But if you look at his results, he'd have been gone a long time ago. And I thought, oh, that really does remind me of someone.
Yeah, well, he interviewed well. Like, I think Neil Critchley was actually going to get the job at Luton, or Chris Wilder, one of them. And then Edwards came in and just blew them away in the job interview. Hey, he got us promoted.
I was going to say, I'm not complaining.
No, exactly. Look, it set the club up for the future, and it's paid for Power Court, which, you know, I think was paid for anyway, allegedly. Who knows? But it's all done now, isn't it? Speaking of Man United, do you see that Man United fan who's not cutting his hair until they win 5 in a row?
Yeah.
Day 7,000 of not cutting my hair until Man United win 5 games in a row. Yeah, he's
gonna look like Chewbacca at the end of the season. He's never going to have a haircut again, poor guy. And his hair's just growing up. It's not growing down or out. It's just growing up. He looks like one of the King's Guard. Make way for the King!
I've seen a video of like obviously mocked up one of Ruben Amorim just like combing his hair.
Oh, okay. So outgoings. Were you sad to see any of the players go this window?
Mengi. Not Mengi. Sorry, McGuinness. I've just been talking about Mengi.
Yeah,
I'd be sad if he didn't go. No, I'd be sad. I'm sad that he didn't. No, McGuinness. I was sad that he went. I'm not that surprised, but I am sad that he went. I think, he hasn't had the best start to the season, but you know there is a big caveat there. He's been ill, and at the end of last season, I think he had some real promise. I thought he would be that stalwart in the middle of the defence. So it's just the timing of it, right? I think more than anything, that was the gutting thing with McGuinness. I think we'd have all been fine with Mengi going. Yeah, so I think we all saw the Mengi rumours that he was off to Burnley, absolutely fine. Then all of a sudden, it's McGuinness. Oh, yeah, I think that was a bit gutting. No one else.
But Mengi's got to play for a transfer, doesn't he? Mengi's got to step up now.
How far is he actually back and fit yet, Mengi, or is he still a few weeks off?
Well, I guess he'll be fit now because the window's closed.
He'll suddenly be fit.
He's not saving himself to be fit for whoever buys him. Yeah,
he's got to show that he can do it. He's got.
Has he
he's got to
getting?
show
He's not
ready.
getting in the team, is he? Surely. I mean,
Why we don't owe him
know,
any favours unless we want to
exactly.
get a bigger fee. Like,
Well, yeah,
that's the only
there's
the only reason I can understand to play an injury crisis or wanting to up his fee in January. That's the only reason I see him getting in the team at the minute. He clearly doesn't want to be there. See him off.
Yeah. And there's every chance, right, that Burnley, the deal didn't get done because we sold McGuinness and we just said to Burnley that we're not letting him go because we're going to leave ourselves too short. And Burnley will just be back for him in January and he just has to bide his time and therefore we won't see him again until then. And that's sort of the feeling that I get will probably happen. I'll be very surprised if he plays more than a couple.
I was very surprised that a Premier League team was coming in for him. I was pretty surprised by that.
Well, teams have selective memories, don't they? You do well in the Premier League and it lasts. They forget about what happens afterwards quite a lot of the time. I mean, again, going back to it, but Rob Edwards to Middlesbrough is a classic thing. I mean, just the whole of the Championship season ignored for the sake of what he did for the first half of the Premier League.
Hey, don't knock the mighty Rob Edwards. 100%, mate. 100%.
All right. Anyway, we're not going back to that, but yeah.
I think people going back to Mengi, like people forget about how. I know that he's obviously like the best striker in the world. Don't get me wrong, but like he got absolutely schooled by the likes of Erling Haaland. Like when he came to Kenilworth Road, I mean, he absolutely had him on toast. And it's one of those ones where you're like squad player in the Premier League for one of the bigger guys, I can imagine. But Burnley's success over the last sort of 12 months was all built on the fact that they've got a properly quality back line. I don't see him getting into that either. Squad player.
Yeah.
Chong, Sheffield United, same thing. I mean,
Yeah,
I know
exactly.
they're desperate, but that's crazy, right? That's
There's
absolutely
a great
crazy.
comment. There's a great comment here. The first thing Chong did when he came on his debut was fall on the floor after receiving the ball. I was tempted to turn that game on, but then I thought, I don't want to watch Taheef Chong be fit and on the bench, after being injured like the whole time, the whole season. He's one that, to us, his best performance the entire time of his entire 2 years at Luton. His best performance came for Birmingham at Kenilworth Road. Yeah, and that pretty much forced us to sign him. Some other thoughts here. Tom Long says Mengi will be off in January.
Yeah.
I can see that. I
agree.
agree with that.
See you later.
Matthew Byro says, I'm not sad to see McGuinness go. It was the way he went, blatantly tapped up, kept it quiet, and went to the dumpster fire of a team with a doomed manager.
Great comment.
He's hit the nail on the head there.
See, I thought that there was rumours of McGuinness going to Ipswich.
Yeah.
And I thought if that's part of the Al Hamadi deal, I'll take that. Got no problem with it. Yeah. So when he was announced that he was going to Sheffield United, I thought that is really odd. And for me, I thought that might have meant that the nail in the coffin was sort of struck for Al Hamadi. I thought, bugger, that would be a real coup if we got him. And if there's no sort of deal with McGuinness, but it worked out well in the end.
Yeah. Well, Matthew also says Mengi has the ability to get in above Anderson with his injury record. I don't know if that's a jab at Mengi being injured a lot and Anderson being injured a lot. I'm not sure.
I think Anderson's far more up for playing for us at this level than Mengi would. I'd rather have someone who wants to play with us no matter what level we're at.
Yeah.
Rather than someone who doesn't. So
we signed him from League One. He came from a League One team. He'd just been the League One team of the year, whereas Mengi, we signed him from United's academy.
United, wasn't it?
Yeah. I just feel there's something wrong with Man United youth products.
Just not say youth product. Said something wrong with Man United.
Yeah, it's there's something rotten at United's. Yeah, like since Fergie went, it's like they got some weird curse going on. It's brutal. Charles Hinkley says, presumably Brown, Jones and Adebayo, will be off in January. Adebayo won't. He's not fit until March.
Hopefully not.
Think Brown and Jones be off?
No, I don't see Jones. Jones, I don't think there was huge amounts. There was a couple of little rumours, wasn't there? Brown, Brown failed a medical, didn't he? It's the only reason why he's not gone anyway.
You can take the boy out of Luton. You can't take the Luton.
You know what you're getting though if you're signing a Luton player. Surely the medical staff have just check for a pulse, right? And that's enough. Right? That's the That's the expectation.
But didn't Moses last year fail a medical for us, and then we
Moses
still signed
failed.
him?
Yeah, we did. It took a couple
I'm
of months.
assuming Walsh
but
failed his medical as well.
Right.
I don't know about
at the
that
beginning
one.
of the
Hakeem
season-
Adofin. Hakeem Adofin failed his medical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He must be
At the
close.
beginning-
You got to think that the plans that we've made in terms of defensive, I surely there's some plan. You've got to hope there's some plan, right? Like with the amount of defenders that we've let go, you've got to be thinking that surely he's part of
Free
the plan.
agent loan. Is the loan market still open?
No.
Free agent
Loan
market.
markets.
Like right now, we were discussing this before we went live. So we have 20 players in the 22-man squad. That includes Baptiste and Elijah. So
They don't need to be. Yeah,
they
okay.
don't need to be because Baptiste is out for the season. Elijah is out till March. There's another registration window in January, so we can register Elijah then. The free agent market is still open. So without those two, we're at 18. I want to say.
Nakamba, is he registered?
And Nakamba's that
While
includes
we're on
Nakamba as well.
Players not
Bingo.
leaving. There's one.
Registered for Zimbabwe, but not Luton. Is that right?
Yeah, well, that'd be.
He's there now playing.
He only
Just his
plays for
knee.
Zimbabwe. Doesn't
He'll
play
come
for
back
us. He plays for
injured.
Zimbabwe.
Yeah, he'll come back injured, won't he? But there's a picture of him in all the kits. Like if you look through the squad list, there's no picture of JJ, there's no picture of Mengi, but there's a picture of Elijah in with the promo shirt, the promo picture. The Camber's there. Do you think does Nakamba even make it into this team? Maybe as backup to Saville.
But you got Saville, Walsh, Nelson, Clark.
But in this new
They
formation with a sitting defensive midfielder, because Hakeem Adofin can play there as well.
Richards
And
can play
Naismith,
there.
don't forget to play there.
I don't want Richards in defensive midfield. You want him
Naismith
further up.
He
said
can
he
play in the
was
centre of the mid. Centre mid.
Yeah, but
Thing is,
we're playing with
we've
like
got
a
all these
6
players,
and 2
and-
8s.
We got all these players and attackers. We can only have 7 on the bench. One of them is going to be a goalkeeper. So many of these players are going to be missing out, and we've just got an abundance of wingers and strikers now, and 50% of them aren't probably even going to get into the matchday squad.
Attack! It's great.
Oh, we forgot about
Come on.
Fanny as well. Fanny
Yeah.
played last night.
Did he?
There's a
Look
comment
happy.
there. Yeah,
Came
we
on.
still.
I thought we finished
Kate,
with 10 men.
No, Kate's put it in the comments. Still have Fanny. Like the amount of midfielders we have. Like, kind of got to hope for injuries because we've got to hope for a cup run as well. Because I don't know how we're going to rotate all these players. Pretty mad. Keeping this squad happy. I know we say we have 18 senior players that can play this season, but that's pretty much a team and a bench, and that's not even taking into account the youngsters like Chigozie, Nelson, Richards. Richards missed out on a couple of benches, didn't he? Didn't even get on against Burton. Very mad. Shall I read through all the players that left us this window, and you can tell
Give
me
a thumbs
anyone.
up or thumbs down.
Yeah. Okay, everyone, get your thumbs ready.
That's
Get your
easy.
thumbs ready.
And what, thumbs up for happy they've left, or thumbs up that we like?
Thumbs up for
Okay,
happy they've
just
gone.
so we're clear on the parameters.
Okay, thumbs up, happy.
Happy that they've gone. Yeah.
Okay. Carlton Morris. Daiki Hashioka. Thomas Kaminsky.
Yeah.
What, Phil? You're sad he left.
I like Kaminsky. I thought he was a good goalkeeper.
But Keely's far better.
No, he's not.
What
league are we playing in? What league is Kaminsky playing in?
Kaminsky's scared to come off his line. I'm sorry. I'm absolutely part of the reason.
No, he's not. He kills people when he comes off his line. Did you?
Well, when he does come off his line,
Which, let's be honest, Keely did against Wigan as well. Was it Wigan or
yeah, but he didn't do it when he was already on a yellow card, though, did he? And he got.
You can all get involved in the comments, by the way. Everyone, get involved in the comments. I know you're probably all on a delay.
To be clear,
okay.
when Keely comes up, when we discuss that, that'll be a massive thumbs up. But I was sad to see Kaminsky go.
Okay. Thumbs at the ready, gents. Okay. Right. Bim Peppel.
Never played for us.
Fellow Asgard.
Come on. Let's be honest. We've missed him.
Yeah.
He didn't really create that much. If you look at the stats, he didn't create much.
Since he's
He had
been gone,
terrible
there's been
hair.
a big hole in that area of our play.
Didn't
But
create much because we played crap football.
yeah, that's true. We
Yeah,
as soon as
he-
we passed it to him, he did.
He'd be good at this level, wouldn't he? He'd be good at
Yeah.
League One. Yeah. Okay. Thumbs at the ready, gents. My arm's getting tired. Reece Burke. Oh, what Wedge? Are you sad for his
I'm
one game a season?
I'm going to go with Wedge as well.
Yeah. No, I thought
I
he
love
was a fantastic player.
Yeah.
He
And
was
less,
for
he was less
the one
injured than
game.
Anderson. He's less injured than Mengi. I
Is he?
thought he was. He was, yeah.
Well,
Anderson
I-
didn't play at all last season, whereas Burke actually probably got about 15, 16 games in him.
All right, fair.
And
fair.
also, he could probably play as a right wing back for us as well if we needed him and actually be good defensively.
I've got no logical reason. I'm not going to try and justify mine. I just like Reece Burke.
I loved
Yeah.
Reece
I just think he's a
Burke.
great footballer. Yeah,
he's
With
already
his short
that's
short
why.
and his gazelle running. Oh,
he's already
Love him.
injured at Charlton.
Of course he is.
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
no, exactly.
Classic Burke. Okay, thumbs at the
Okay.
ready. Okay, get ready because it's Jack Walton.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Tahith Chong. Happy he's gone. And Mark, Alfie Doughty.
No,
No.
I'm not happy.
about it.
He's the only left-sided player we've
I'm
got.
going to say.
Hey, we got Cohen Bramall, mate.
Woo!
Hey.
Yeah, I don't think Alfie Doughty scored a direct free kick, has he?
And he's out
yeah.
injured as well.
Well, he did. He did in the
He did.
cup, didn't he? Scored a
did.
banger
No.
against Gillingham. Thank you.
He passed it to Cordy Woodrow. Woodrow stopped the ball. Then Alfie Doughty had the shot.
Goodness sake.
Yeah,
Was
but he
not-
had a low drive, didn't he? He had a couple of low drives that went.
Oh
in
wait,
direct
Fulham.
kick.
Fulham, final game
Yeah.
of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there.
yeah, there we go. Yeah, but it wasn't as good as Cohen Bramall's. Give you
No.
that.
No, that wasn't.
Yeah,
That was James
Um,
Brie-esque.
it was. That
Really,
was
that's
sick,
good.
wasn't it?
Probably
That was
on a keeper
fantastic.
could have reacted quicker, but you know.
Right, and Mark McGuinness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ultimately, though, I think we're pretty much on the whole happy with everyone that's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Loans out. Well, Taylor Harris, how's he doing at Tranmere? I think he's scored, hasn't he?
He scored opening game of the season. I think a couple of our loan players did, didn't they?
Yeah, and there's Jaden Luca as well. Josh Phillips, who actually came on last night. I don't think he's ready for the first team at all. But he's playing non-league.
Giving him some minutes, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. It's a weird rule where you can actually you can call people back for the LDV vans, which
It's
is
Torquay
weird.
he's gone to, isn't it? Is it Torquay that he's gone to? And they're playing in
Yeah.
the Conference South, so they're playing. At
Are they in the
Southampton.
Conference South?
I'm sure they played him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because they
And that could
they
find
didn't,
out, aren't they?
were in the
That's
playoffs
such
last
a
year, but they
shame.
lost in the first playoff game.
Oh, that's a shame. Because like Torquay are like a proper football club, aren't they?
Yeah, Helen Chamberlain.
I'd say it's Ellen
Mm.
Chamberlain and who's the lead Trundle, wasn't it? He used to play for him.
Yeah.
I think.
Lee
yeah.
Trundle and Basil 40, you know, in Torquay.
Basil.
The old English Riviera. Okay, we're not done yet. Thumbs.
Okay.
Tom
These still have
Holmes.
Don't.
He's on
Yeah.
loan. He's on loan at Rotherham. We'll be seeing him. No, we won't see him against us. And Corley Woodrow. Yeah, hopefully Corley Woodrow's contract will be over when he comes back. Might as well not even unpack his bags. He's gotta go.
Can we just
Unreal.
revel in where Wickham are at the moment as well?
Yeah, what's that guy's name? Mike Dodds.
Mike Dodds.
He's not good, is he?
More like Ken Dodd.
Yeah. Yeah, look, everyone in the chat, everyone's happy Woodrow's gone. Everyone's happy. All the thumbs. Put the thumbs in the air and wave them about like you just don't care. Corley's gone. Corley's gone. Happy.
Yeah, I like.
Happy.
I mean, he got us
happy.
our opening day win, didn't he? But you know, not good
He
enough.
did. He did.
Are you still on about that, Wedge?
No, God.
He didn't. It was a run. He didn't get us an opening day win.
I
Yeah, he
was
did.
not giving anything to him.
That was an assist. That was an assist as far as I'm concerned. Without that run being made, the defender doesn't edit. That's an assist.
I am far happier. Like that front two. So that was Cordy Woodrow and Naki Wells. I am far happier with Jerry Yates and Nordos now.
100%.
So much happier. Like that is a transformation right there, as well as like stop fanning around with the front three. Now it's just two behind, a defensive midfielder. I think it's far better. It's far better all round. Right, shall I run through the signings we've made then? A lot of signings we've made. Right. Thumbs. And discuss them as they come in as well.
We do double thumbs if we really like them, because I quite like most of these. So
okay, yeah.
I want to differentiate, basically.
I am happy. Right, Cal Naismith. As a squad player.
No,
as a needed influence in the dressing room.
Yeah. George Saville.
He's getting better. He's getting better.
Yeah,
he's getting better. I feel like we're all of an age. We're all of a certain vintage. Kevin Nichols. He is like Kevin Nichols. The way he tackles.
You know. Be careful.
You know what?
Be careful. I'm not having that. No.
The way he lunges into tackles is very Nichols-esque.
Whoa.
He's got a way to go. He's got a way to go. But remember, when we signed Nichols, he's got to start
lunging into referees first before he starts being like.
I'd put him more on a McCormack level than a Nichols level.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's very similar. It's very similar to McCormack in the sense that we're signing an elder statesman and we're plonking him into the team.
All last season, Ollie was moaning.
Pretty good to be Nichols level. I mean, that is echelon. Luton standard is echelon.
Yeah.
All last season, Ollie, you were moaning about Carlton Morris.
Rushmore for Nichols.
Carlton Morris having a player up against the wall. Well, you got Saville in the team. That's going to happen, isn't it? Regardless of whether he's captain or not. So you've got that.
Exactly. Like I feel Saville will be like an impromptu captain, whereas Carlton Morris was weak as diluted piss. Like there was nothing about him. And everyone's like, oh, but he's scoring at Derby. He's scoring penalties and tap-ins. Let's see what happens when the going gets tough.
I'd have taken penalties and tap-ins last year.
I was going to say, good luck to him. Don't care. Ryan, good luck to him.
Exactly. Like someone asked on I think a stream we were doing on the deadline day stream, what do you think of Derby's window? I was like, couldn't give a shit. Couldn't care less. Right. Thumbs at the ready, gents. Jake Richards.
Haven't seen enough of him yet.
Future. I know, we need to see a bit more of him.
Good to see a youth player with a lot of potential, played a lot of games considering how young he is.
I think we're going to be saying that a lot with these signings. Great potential, young, great potential.
Yeah.
Could be good.
Well,
what we need in League One, isn't it?
It's like Ethan Archer. Like he's like, having read about him, I think there's a big future for Ethan Archer, but I guess we can't really even rate him because he's gone back. He's coming back in January. I'm happy with that. I feel he could be an option, especially because he can play left wing back. Right, Hakeem Adofin.
I mean, what can we say about him?
Yeah, I can't say anything.
I was excited when he signed. When he signed him, I thought that's a cracking signing. But obviously,
I hope he gets better soon. And we can actually see him. Naki Wells.
Yeah. I've been impressed with him when he's played. I was disappointed at Cardiff that he didn't took at least one of those chances away. That was frustrating. But he's responsible for that goal at Peterborough. He's really good pressing the ball and a lot of energy up front. I've been pleased with him actually.
Yeah. Again, I don't think we're playing to his strengths. Like the way we're playing football at the moment, I just don't think it's playing to his strengths.
It might change now that we're playing two up top.
Yeah. Two up top definitely is better.
Which is what we needed to do. Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel it will help having him as a bench option coming off the bench. Right, Josh Keeley. Oh, just one thumb wedge.
Yeah, because
I think the rest of us double thumbing it.
What are you doing?
I know,
What are you doing? Sorry, just checking that thumbs up. Okay,
he's a good keeper, but
he misses Kaminsky, don't you, mate?
I'm not saying that. I think.
If you miss any of our old
Shane,
players, just
like
head on
Shane.
down to
I
the
like
valley,
Shane.
mate. Easy peasy.
Yeah, you can get a split season ticket.
Get a real red shirt
and
there
Sheffield United.
You didn't say about Amari Bell.
Yeah, but no, Amari Bell was released.
Yeah, we didn't say well. We didn't say.
Okay. Amari Bell.
Yeah,
he come to the end, man.
Yeah.
Like he got that one injury, and it just had a knock-on effect.
Do you notice how at the beginning of last season, and we were saying about all our transfers, all of the players that we were selling were going to lower leagues, whereas this time all of our players are going up a league. So it kind of tells you where I think we had the quality, I think, in our squad last year. We just didn't play properly because players that we've let go have all gone back up to the championship. So they are championship level players.
Well, it's just because Nathan Jones is in the championship. That's why. Yeah, Nathan Jones loves our cast-offs because they're all the players he signs. I don't. Yeah, but I get your point. I do get your point.
What makes
it's just
great?
It's frustrating.
But it's the attitude, nice though. That's what killed us. We all know that. It was the attitude amongst the squad. Yeah. And I'm not convinced a move is going to do anything for the attitude of some of those players. I think it's just ingrained. So, fair play, yeah. Chong apparently can be brilliant, but I can't stand the bloke in his attitude. So off you go.
It would have been nice had we sold players to a higher level without, sort of being forced into it on deadline day. Or accepting the first bid, like in Alfie Doughty's case, actually making money on players. Right. Jerry Yates.
Yeah.
Yeah. With that. Yep.
Yeah.
I think he'll come good.
Delighted. Yeah, well, he got his first goal. Very good goal
as well. Very good goal. Composed.
Did you guys watch that turn?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, sat the defender down in his arse, didn't he? And then just composed finish.
Don't want to bring it up, but a bit of a Carlton Morris type goal when he was playing well for us in the championship that time.
Yes.
Did a lot of things like that.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. Ethan Archer. Bright future. Sure. Yeah, we don't really know, but I think he's like the fact that they were desperate to keep him. Happy with that. Joe Gabode.
Yeah, this looks quite exciting. I think. Pace. More pace.
Yeah. Pace, power. He's very raw. Very, very raw. I feel he's one. He'll probably get a bit of time in the under-21s. Then we'll probably get him on the, when someone's injured, we'll get him on. And last but not least, I haven't done the loans. Shaden Morris.
From that cameo yesterday, very happy. Indeed.
Yeah, he's good cult hero status already. That bloke.
It is tremendous, isn't it? And then then we got Nigel Longwick. Delighted we got an option.
Yeah. He's played in about 5 different positions already. So once we actually
versatile.
Get him, he's a centre back though, isn't he? You can play him on the right hand side of a 3 or in the middle. He's very good.
I like him a lot.
Yeah, well, it's high praise. Right, Gideon Kajua. We've got the option. Delighted, and Ali Al Hamadi.
I don't know enough about him, so.
Yeah, he did well with Wimbledon. Did very well with Wimbledon. So but overall, it's a good window.
Yeah, I mean Ipswich signed him for quite a lot of money. I think when they were in the Championship, didn't they? Because he was played for them for a season in the Championship first. Because there were people calling for us to sign him when we were in the Premier League, and for a player like that to go from League 2. So I think it's good. Shame he's going to be out for a bit longer than they said initially in the statement. So in that 3 Counties interview that Ollie was talking about earlier, I think Bloomfield said several weeks, didn't he? So
November.
It's not going to be any time soon.
Yeah. I didn't even know he was injured.
Yeah, of course.
Well, we wouldn't have got him. We wouldn't have got him if it. Yeah, but we have an option for him as well, which is
I think it's an obligation, isn't it? If we go up, maybe, but there's an obligation, £3 million apparently total.
I'll take that all day long. All day long. If we get up, I'd 100% take him. He's young. He's young. He's pacey, powerful.
The only thing
could be very good.
I would say this transfer window, the only thing which it has been a good transfer window, I think. I don't remember the last time we were kind of this active and buying players which I think have got a lot of potential, like some youngsters. I think really what we got 3 from the Championship with experience. But we need a right back and a left back, and that is where I think actual areas of weakness we've not addressed. And
it's an unbalanced window, mate. It's an unbalanced window.
Yeah.
That's why if you were to ask me to do the thumbs for the window, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Because to me, we're so top heavy. It's all very well and good saying that we've got all these fast players, but they're all pointing in one direction. And we've got such a fragile set of defenders. When you look at the likes of Naismith, who's prone to an injury, Anderson always injured, Mengi always injured, JJ's injured again, Raul Walters is injured again. Like there are elements that haven't been addressed, and that's why I can't overall put. Don't get me wrong, I'm positive about what we've done. I just feel like there was if we got a couple more signings in that would have plugged those gaps, I would have been far more likely to be enthusiastic about the window than I am right now as an overall picture.
Yeah, kind of where I'm thinking is obviously we're getting all these players who are young and have potential, but what have we got coming up through the youth team? Like you remember back when we were in League One before, we were bringing players through like JJ, and do we not have any right backs, left backs that we can bring up through from our academy who might at this level really it might be beneficial to them?
I think JJ was the exception that proves the rule a bit with our youth setup. We've not got a good enough youth setup yet, in my opinion.
Cat 3.
A lot of us compared us with Cardiff, who I think played 7 of their youth products against us. They got a far better youth setup. JJ,
I mean, they're Cat 1. They're Cat 1. We're Cat 3, meaning we lose a lot of our players for like peanuts. Coming through though, I think Benny Benegar is one that is highly thought of, but it's kind of worrying that we haven't seen him yet in the feature in the Vans or anything like that. Like,
Finch was on the bench last night, by the way, but he's a striker.
Yeah.
We don't have enough of those.
I was hoping when we went one up top with Ali, I was hoping that Lynch would come on and then we'd retain the 2 up top because he's highly thought of. He's banged in goals when he's been out on loan.
I know the level is the level. Like we just spoke about Phillips and the fact that he's playing the Conference South. But a friend of mine goes to watch Hempstead Town all the while, and he raves about Ollie Lynch from when he was on loan there. Like he give anything to have him back there. So like I say, he's done it at that sort of level. I'm guessing that he's going to get a conference level loan deal. I would imagine some sort of deal for him as a youth deal or something like that. He'll get that sort of level of experience. But yeah, it's a shame that we didn't get to see him yesterday. But again, it shows that how sort of attack heavy we are. He was on the bench.
Yeah, he should have come on.
We were playing a 3-6-1 last night, weren't we? By the end of the
game,
it was
when we brought on Fanny, it was a 3-6-1. It was such a weird negative formation.
I think I agree completely with what Wedge and Phill said. I mean, they're clearly lacking in fullback positions that we should have strengthened in. That particularly. The one positive to come out of that is it forces us to play 2 up top. There's absolutely no way I can possibly see us signing. There's many strikers we had and not playing 2 up top. That's at the moment probably likely to end up being in a 5-3-2. But I'd quite happily see a 4-4-2 with the players that we've got as well, and that's a way you can get players like Kajua and Morris on the same pitch, but
leaves you with a 2-man midfield.
Yeah, it does. But yeah, anyway, I mean, yeah, I agree. Fullback wise, we do what we've done before, like we did with defenders. It's like going to the supermarket when you're hungry. All you buy is crisps. It's exactly what's happened. We had an injury crisis in defence, so all we bought was central defenders. So we ended up with 20 central defenders, and now we were all desperate for a striker. Well, now we got coming out of our bloody ears. So it's exactly the same problem. That is clearly our approach to the transfer window.
Couldn't say it about myself. Brilliant.
That's such a wonderful, wonderful analogy.
Well, I do it every day, right? This is the problem.
So Ollie Lynch is on loan. He's on loan at Tamworth.
Oh, he is.
Until
There you go. There you go.
until
Okay.
December. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what level are
Oh, so-
Tamworth at. They're in the National League.
Yeah, there you go. That's good. That's the step up. From
Yeah,
where
like
he was at
stepping
before.
up.
That's
Yeah,
good. That's good.
like the reverse Dion Pereira, because Dion Pereira was like going from League Two, National League South. Like he's won. Like, okay, thumbs at the ready. Dion Pereira. Like, I don't understand how we kept him for so long.
Just to piss
Absolutely
off Watford,
shocking.
maybe. I don't know.
He's gone to Crawley Town. Blimey, he got a League Two move. Yikes.
He
was
did
at
really well at
Bradford for a fair
Bradford,
bit, didn't he?
Yeah, he did well at Bradford for that first loan.
The-
Yeah, we went back
the
there and he was
first
terrible,
loan.
though. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
They were begging to have him back. Begging. They got promoted to League One. They're like, nope, we don't want Dion Pereira now. Nope. No room at the inn.
That's coming to my head. Ex-Luton players that have gone to Charlton. Do you see they signed James Bree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
That's a
deadline
good
day
signing.
signing.
James Bree,
Yeah. Of course
Oh,
they
I didn't
have.
know
His
that.
cards
Get
are
the
up,
back,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think
Luther,
James
Kamari
Bree-
Bell and James Bree at the back for Charlton.
Luke Berry.
Yeah, well, I don't think Luke Berry
Kaminsky.
can get a game now.
Danny Hilton
But
on the staff.
that
Kaminsky
is
in the
quite
stick.
literally an ex-Luton 11. It's mad.
Wow. And they had
That
Potts and
is
Hilton
mad.
last year, didn't they?
Yeah,
Hilton's
they're
isn't he, coaching role?
that back line. Yeah, so Bell and Jones. That's
of course.
Lloyd Jones.
Lloyd
That's
Jones,
Lloyd
yeah.
Jones. Yeah, never really made it through with us, but
He did
that's
brilliantly.
absolutely
He's
mad.
done brilliantly for them, hasn't he?
Yeah, he never really got a chance with us.
No.
We signed him from Liverpool, didn't we? And he
Yeah.
never made it, which was a real shame.
But we had Sonny Bradley and Matty Pearson at the time, didn't we? And
Yeah.
they were in League One. They were brilliant and didn't
Solid,
get injured
unbelievable.
back in the day when defenders didn't get injured for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Matthew Byro here says Bree would have been a great signing. Sadly, too far above our level. He's pretty much exactly what we need as well. A right back. Maybe we could have got Luke Bolton instead as like a consolation prize.
No thanks. Wrexham have signed Kabore as well if we're on ex-Luton players. Wrexham
Yeah,
signed
I saw
Kabore,
that,
talking
yeah.
about fullbacks.
Yeah, between Wrexham,
they've got Ollie
yeah,
Palmer, they've got Jack Marriott.
Wrexham,
Marriott still
Sheffield
there?
United, and no, but Jack Marriott's gone. Jack
gonna
Marriott's
say,
gone
as well. Palmer's gone to
but
Swindon.
Elliot Lee was
between
there.
Wrexham, Sheffield United, and Charlton, like it's like a Luton Town graveyard. It's sublime. Yeah. It really is. But we've massively overrun and we've all got work tomorrow. Any summarizing thoughts? There's been a lot of fun, guys, like all of us. Shame we're not at the pub, but next time we'll bring a beer.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, it's I think overall, obviously we've got a week off this week, so I think that's probably why we played a relatively strong side yesterday as well, and got some minutes into legs to keep those turning over. Also got to see some new players to get some minutes. So I'm looking forward to getting back at it. To be honest with you, I think that it was a positive performance yesterday, and who's it? We've got Plymouth. So it'd be nice to hammer the nail in a particular coffin again. I keep on using that terminology. It's at home on the 13th.
Be good to be back at home.
Yeah, and
it feels like I haven't been there in ages.
3 p.m. kickoff.
We've only had 3 home games.
Saturday.
That's the first 3 p.m. of the season, isn't it? At home.
Yeah.
If I miss one,
It'll be like 45 days of the season, and we've only played at home 3 times in the league.
I was on holiday for 2 of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of
and
course.
the other one would have been first game of the season, right at the beginning of August. So
a Friday night, a lunchtime, and now we finally get a 3 o'clock kickoff on a Saturday, and it's the 13th of September, and it's against Tom Cleverley. So it'd be nice to get him sacked, wouldn't it? Because they've been shite. So
can you imagine?
Really
can you imagine if you were sacked that early on in the season? They've had a torrid time, haven't they?
They've been awful.
3 points they've got, haven't they?
You know what's going to happen? Bim Pepper's going to come on. He's going to score a hat-trick.
I'm just glad it's not a home park, because Plymouth at home park are very good typically, but not so far this season. So I'm just glad that the season gets into full swing soon. Like
if we're playing at home park, you'd go down, see the sights, roundabouts, churches.
damn right I would.
Yeah.
Yes, I
would. Yeah, but no, it's better that it's at home. You know, we need that, don't we? Yeah, and it'd be a lovely bonus to get Tom Cleverley sacked. That'd be sensational just after the international break. Right. Yeah. Everyone, thank you very much for joining us. I think we had a good time. Yeah. Yeah.
We've chatted a lot, haven't we?
Yeah, 2 thumbs up. That's what it's about. And while you're giving thumbs ups, I think there's a thumb underneath the video. Hit that thumb button and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Because we have a good time, and we're going to be doing these weekly Luton Town roundtables. It's not at the pub, but you know it's all right because we can get Ryman involved, and he lives miles away, so it's pretty nice. And we have a good time with it.
Been to 2 away games so far, Roman?
Oh, he does all the away games.
I've done the away games. I've got 100% record so far. Which, to be fair, I did last season as well, but the other way around. So, yeah, it's nice to see us win some games.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, what difference? You know, it's about kicking that habit of losing because we've lost for so long.
You get rid of those players. You get rid of the rot.
That's
the positive that's come out of the transfer window is that a lot of that rot is gone. So that's good.
Yeah, onwards and upwards. Shame about the international break. I thought that's the point of League One. We didn't get international breaks.
It's a really early one as well, isn't it? Normally it's at the end of September. It's so early.
World Cup year, isn't it? It's a World Cup year coming up. So he'll be endless international breaks. Yeah, maybe
we'll sign Dele Alli and get him ready for the World Cup. He's just left.
Thank you.
No thanks. Thank you. Just talked about getting the rot out. Don't want to invite one back in. Thank you very much.
Especially from Milton Keynes. So no.
All right. Well, sorry to everyone from Milton Keynes in the chat. Anyway, everyone, take care, and most importantly,
come on, you Atters.
You Atters.